Hello, and welcome to this day in history for December 11th. December 11th is the 345th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 20 days remaining until the end of the year. Today's word is kludge, which can be pronounced kludge or kludge. This word is a noun, which means an inelegant, improvised solution to a problem. To improvise a haphazard solution to a problem. A badly assembled collection of parts, hastily assembled to serve some particular purpose, often used to refer to computing systems or software that has been badly put together, as in, we patched it with one kludge after another. I did the research on this word, and as I'm reading it to you now, I realize that my filming setup is a kludge. I'm probably not ever going to trouble you with what my arrangement actually looks like. It's comically put together. It's definitely a kludge. A kludge is a type of accumulation, aggregation, assemblage, collection, several things grouped together or considered as a whole. This word is of uncertain origin. Its earliest documented use is in 1962. And now for the history of things that happened on this day. We're going to start in 1789 when the University of North Carolina was chartered by the North Carolina General Assembly. In 1803, French composer, conductor, and critic Hector Berlioz was born. I've placed a link to a sample of his work in the show notes if you're curious. Hector Berlioz. In 1816, Indiana became the 19th U.S. state. In 1882, German Jewish physicist and mathematician Max Born was born on this day. Max Born was instrumental in the development of quantum mechanics. He also made contributions to solid-state physics and optics and supervised the work of a number of notable physicists in the 1920s and 1930s. Born won the 1954 Nobel Prize in Physics for his fundamental research in quantum mechanics, especially in the statistical interpretation of the wave function, and he lived to the age of 87. In 1889, American farmer and businessman Walter Knott was born. Walter Knott founded Knott's Berry Farm. He lived to the age of 91, and you might remember that we talked about him on the anniversary of his death earlier this month. Ooh, this is a significant day for millions of people, and I bet a lot of them don't even know this part. I mean, they know about it, but they don't know it's this day. On this day in 1934, Bill Wilson, co-founder of Alcoholics Anonymous, took his last drink and entered treatment for the final time. He had a dramatic spiritual experience while he was there and determined to stay sober for sure and true, and he did. Now, the founding of Alcoholics Anonymous is not based on this date, but on the date that he encountered another alcoholic who stayed sober by the principles that they use to this day. So I'm sure we'll be talking about that again later on when that day comes around in history. In 1936, Edward VIII abdicated. After ruling for less than a year, Edward VIII became the first English monarch to voluntarily abdicate the throne. He chose to abdicate after the British government, public, and Church of England condemned his decision to marry American divorcee Wallace Warfield Simpson. Now hold on a minute. Hold on just a minute. Don't we have a prince over there right now who's married a divorcee? But I guess he's not already king, so anyway. On the evening of December 11, he gave a radio address in which he explained, "I have found it impossible to carry on the heavy burden of responsibility and to discharge the duties of king as I would wish to do without the help and support of the woman I love." Bless his heart. That's so sweet. On December 12th, his younger brother, the Duke of York, was proclaimed King George VI. In 1968, the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus, featuring the Rolling Stones, Jethro Tull, The Who, Taj Mahal, Marianne Faithfull, The Dirty Mac with Yoko Ono, was filmed in Wembley, London. In 1972, Apollo 17 became the sixth and final Apollo mission to land on the moon. In 1978, the Lufthansa heist was committed by a group led by Lucchese family associate Jimmy Burke. It was the largest cash robbery ever committed on American soil at that time. Interestingly, the gist of this event and the circumstances around it is depicted in the movie Goodfellas. And that's all I've got for you today. It's going to be a short one this time. As always, links to my research are included in the show notes. Thanks so much for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And feel free to share if you found this video entertaining, interesting, informative, learned something you didn't know before. Know anybody that needs to hear any of it? Share. And while you're here, go ahead and check out my other channel, VIII Susquehanna. I'll be getting some new content up there very soon. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Okie dokie, Smokey. Let's just rearrange that a little bit. That's a lot of words. Sometimes when you read the words, it's not quite enough if you haven't put enough words in there to begin with. That's not the way I like to tell it anyway. We don't need all those words. Hope I pronounced that right. Thank goodness for editing. So many edits. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? She's not a man. Did I do this whole thing without a microphone? Dadgummit. This is why I don't do live shows.